Secretary, kindly sit down. Huwag ka pag nandito na ako, sit down na kayo. Secretary Mijaldia, the members of the cabinet, Davao City councilors who are here, who is adjourned, officials and employees of the whole Malacañang, my beloved countrymen. Expect to pass to this world but once. Therefore, any good that I can do to any fellow creature, let me do it now. Let me not differ or neglect it, for I shall not pass this way again. That's the words in our dormitory. And almost maybe all of us memorized this. It was written anonymous, but recently I found out, I forgot the name, but somebody really wrote it. I plead for the unity of the country, that we shall be freed of the communal wars. I plead for the next generation, that there will be Filipinos able, competent, healthy, and good. I plead for peace so that our citizens can move around any time of the day or night. And I ask everybody in government that together we will stop corruption. The very reason why until now we are still in the runway and we have been running at full length towards the stretch. And until now, the Philippines has not really progressed for so many years. We are having talks in Oslo now. I think they will be leaving for Norway tomorrow. At nandito si Secretary Bello and of course Anging, who really very funny, but they are all from the left, but they are representing the country of the Philippines in Oslo, vis-a-vis across the table with the communists. And I have no doubt that these two lawyers, all Filipinos, will not really abandon the things that will crave for our country. I know that yung mga left ay hangarin para sa ating bayan. Ako noon, I used to cross the ideological border because I was a student once and I saw the iniquity, the sense of uselessness of the Filipino. Nakita ko rin yung on the other side, how should it be in government? Alam mo, we have to continue. And even now, they're asking for the release of 130 political prisoners. Sabi ko, cannot. I cannot give you that. I'm sorry, but I have already conceded so much on the side of the government. But you're going back tomorrow, and if you can show me a document signed by the Republic of the Philippines representatives at yung mga komunista, then I will release the 120, 30 plus more. Because we're asking that how many are there still beyond 70 years old. And those suffering from incurable diseases at this time, my cancer or kidney or anything, and if they are ready to be released and will be accepted by their families, i-release ko na before Christmas time. there's really no point in detaining a person na matanda na po may sakit. I find it something not that it's a very awkward feeling. Uncomfortable ako. So yung lahat na matatanda may sakit, umalis na kayo. And we are also talking to the MILF. We're talking to the MN, and the MILF has shown its sincerity to talk to us about peace. Nur Miswari chooses to be different. But he has said that he will work with us in government to find peace. So maligaya ako, except for the extremists actually. It would really be a danger to our country in the days to come. And they showed an example of what they intend to do and was there in Butig, occupying every government building and raising the flag of ISIS. Ako sabi ko, I really do not want to fight. More than I do not want to kill. It's not a good thing to be killing people. We cannot build a country over the bones of our fellow countrymen. And what is really very disheartening is you see Filipinos killing each other. I don't really shoot. It's not something that I would want my country, especially that I am the president of this republic. Sana lang naman makinig sila and we will somehow prospect things that would improve their side. We can only guess. Ano nang hanap kami ng paraan para ma-accommodate kayo. And if just can hang on to that promise that we are looking below and above ground for a compromise on all of these things. Now, dito sa, I promised you corruption. Na it shall stop. And it will. Maniwala kayo, I will go hard against corruption. Talagang, I got a 5 billion check from PAGCOR. And, well, half of it, or binigay ko kay, well, of course, it's Miss Secretary Tigualo or yung sa DSWD or whatever, yung sa health, si Miss Ubial. That ibigay ko sa inyo, and I want every Filipino holding a resita of a doctor that could not find the money to buy the medicines. Sabi ko, ibigay ninyo yung 2 billion na yan this Christmas. Sabi ko na, ma'am, inyo na to, just see to it that the money is not lost along the way, that no corruption will take place. I am willing to, sabi ko, itong 2 billion, iyon na yan. At ibigay ko sa inyo, lahat ng Pilipino nakikinig kayo. It's just, I think I got the check somewhere, sometime 4 days ago. And by this time, it should be ready for assistance. So, kayong Pilipinas nakikinig sa akin ngayon. May mga resita kayo, go to the DSSD or hanapin mo ang inyong city health or the hospital itself. And we will buy the medicines for you. So, dito tayo sa nation building. We're talking about peace. But let me repeat my promise. There will be no corruption. I promise that. So it shall happen. Then I said, drug or the drug industry must be extinguished. And I'm working on it. Plus the criminality that has resulted into this kind of illegal activity that has produced 4 million addicts. You must remember that I entered Malacanang on a midterm halos. And you must remember that the program of the previous administration was really to spend some bottoms up. So I'm left only with the operating money to run this entity. Wala akong pera kaya nung pumutok, and nobody really realized na ganon kalala. Of course, in Davao City, it was less of a problem because I was very strict. And my motto then, I call it a motto, was that do not destroy my country because I will kill you. And do not tinker with our youth. Do not deprive us of the next generation. Yung susunod sa atin, wag mong lukuhin ang mga bata. At, you are not strangers to what I'm saying. So, nangyari? Now, it happens now of this incident. Gusto kong magprangka sa inyo. Yung mayor na who was served a warrant and then there was a shootout. Some say extrajudicial killing. Talagang pinatay doon. Look, may mga criticism sa akin. I accept it. That's part of the territory of being a president. But do not force me to criticize me, to force me to believe yung mga theory at mga assumption, even with the witnesses, na pinatay yung mayor sa loob ng prisuhan. Rather, as the head of government and the chief executive, the police is under me. So the PNP chief is under my supervision and control. I do not have to explain to you, the whole Republic of the Philippines and the critics, why I made the order for him just to sit down and do not remove him. Well, actually, Marcos was eventually removed. But I was there, yung talagang inalis na, sabi ko, no. Lagay mo yan sa dyan. May purpose. Sabi ko, huwag ka na magtanong. Ay, protocol? We're all government employees. What do you mean protocol? I ordered the transfer or the retention. You ask me about protocol. There is no such thing as protocol. When there is absolute control and supervision, I can modify, amend, revoke any order in this executive department. Congress and Supreme Court, wala tayong pakialam. But as President, I do not have to give you the rationale or the reason why I ordered your reinstatement right away. It was not reinstatement. That was before. Actually, it was hold mo yung order mo. Kasi I have a purpose there. Huwag ka na magtanong kung ano. Ngayon, lumalabas. Well, of course, ako ang number one tuloy. So they are questioning my motive. Now, I knew before, no, they are now assuming that maybe I knew about the operation. Then now, bago nila is ako ang nag-utos sa loob. Whatever the reason be, that's my discretion. I promise the police and the military, do your duty, go out and find for these criminals, arrest them if possible, but if they offer a violent resistance, and you think that your life is in danger, patayin mo. And that is my order. until now. Now, sabi ng police, pag-serve nila ng warrant, lumaban at binaril nila. Tama. And I believe you because the police is under the executive branch of the government. Akin. So, sabi ko sa kanila, do not worry. Magtrabaho lang kayo. Just obey yung order ko na look for them and hunt for them. Sundin lang ninyo. At ako ang lahat mananagot. I will answer for it personally. Walang washing of the hands, walang akin yun. So if you want to do something about it, fine. You want to demonstrate, I give you the streets. 365 days a year, 30 days in a month, 7 days including Sundays, you can demonstrate. Just do not do violent things. Wala akong problema. Kung sabihin nila gusto ninyo akong patayin, tanggalin, you know, I believe in destiny. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the machinery. Bilisan ko na lang. But I really do not know why dumating ako dito. Really. Ngayon, dumating ako dito. Pag hanggang 2 buwan lang ako dito, 2 taon, 1 taon, that is part of my destiny. Kayong destiny is God. Yun ang binigay sa akin ng Diyos. Magpresidente ka, hanggang 1 taon ka lang, mawala ka. That's good. But, let me remind everybody, nag-uulan na, let's go. May cabinet meeting pa kami, pinutol namin. We have a lot of things to discuss. Told you, Paul, I will repeat. I will protect the citizens of this country who are law-abiding. I will end up the drugs. My orders are destroy the apparatus that has really damaged the Republic of the Philippines. Dumating at walang tao, mabutit na lang may the good souls who contributed money for that facility in Fort Magsaysay, good for 10,000. Papasalamat ako sa Diyos, wala talaga akong maibigay na gano'n. Sabi ko hanggang ano lang ako, operating ka. I cannot get the money from the DND and give it to the health and say, magtayo kayo. Because that would be robbing Peter to pay Paul. Pag isang purpose dito, tanggalin mo, bigay mo sa iba. That ain't the way. So, ganito, it will remain to the last day of my term. And for as long as there are drug pushers and drug lords, when they shall have been exterminated, then I would say to you, craft the federal type of government, the centerpiece of my candidacy. You will never find peace in this country, believe me. As president, I'm telling you, we cannot be at peace with ourselves, and with our brother, all Moro, all Lumats, whatever. Mag-aaway talaga tayo. And so we have to somehow adjust to this fact. And I'm telling you, let us greet each other, Merry Christmas. Wala akong, it's not a question of love for my country and love of my people. I'll be not doing all these things were it not for. So, kayong mga I don't really care if you magdasal kayo na mawala ako. If I go out next month, that is part of being the believer of God. I give you this destiny. You'll be president of your country. But unfortunately, hanggang 6 na buwan ko lang. Then, so be it. To the Filipino people, yung mga, lalo na yung mga brother natin na mga Moro ngayon, Assalamualaikum, join us in the celebration kasi doon sa Mindanao, sinasabi ko talaga, mixed. When I say mixed, you mix. That is why kung magsunog doon, I will try to rebuild the houses. Dito Maranao, dito Bisaya, dito Tagalog, dito ang cluster nila is mixed. And in Davao, wala kami. I do not allow anybody to preach about yung mga anong sa Katoliko, pati rin sa Islam. Do not debate in public. Just go to your church and pray however you want it. So with that, I will say to you all, so we're nearing the 2017, total, yung mga nasa opposition, maghintay lang kayo. Hindi naman, total, naghintay mo rin sila. So hintayan tayo and you have had your days. Kung sabihin mo na you continue with just, forget it. Ako talaga, straightforward ako, diretso. Until wala nang Pilipino maging gago at walang hiyain tayo. You want to worry me about the 3,000? You want me to worry about the son of a bitch? Tapos with 4 million Filipinos addicted? Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.